Hey there. Fuckboy Book Club is a podcast where we read and discuss misogynist literature, so do please be prepared for loud, generally gross topics. This episode in particular brushes up on intimate partner abuse and violence, drug addiction and alcoholism, homophobia, racism, and transphobia. Please take care of yourself, and if you feel comfortable, please enjoy the show. Konnichiwa, Fuckboy Book Club へようこそ。悪人と彼らが書く悪人の探求です。私の名前はエロンです。そして私は私の共同ホストの
デヴン
が参加しています。私たちのプロデューサー、
Drew
がここにいて、私たちのオーディオを処理しています。今日私たちに加わることは非常の特別なゲストです。彼女は私たちの美しいロゴをデザインした原稿学者、教育者、そして独立した漫画家です。
Rachel.
を歓迎してください。
God, I love Terrace House.
He does this every time. He just
What? So
we got
man.
here in the fuckboy house today.
If you don't speak Japanese.
Yeah.
dude, if you don't speak Japanese,
you might
fucking
wanna...
turn up.
We've got Rachel.
That means I gotta fucking leave the room. This asshole. Yes, hello. Hi, I'm Rachel. What's up?
Rachel, if you don't know, designed the amazing logo of Fuckboy Book Club. If you like that little ghost boy that we've got
with his
with
his cursed tomes of like dick sigils.
Yeah, a lot of thought was actually put into the
dick
book
sigils
that he's reading.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just kind of remembered like, oh God, you know, there's a few like, you know, Jordan Peterson Easter eggs in there.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So
it looks to me like a Necronomicon, but about fucking.
Yeah, it is.
Like
and also like
Necronomicon.
race realism.
Oh hell yeah.
Because I knew that you were going to do more than just, you know, just sexist shit. I just
I
assumed that
assumed,
like more
yeah.
stuff would happen later, so I just wanted to be ready for that.
I think like it's inevitable that will happen upon that because there is a lot of crossover between misogyny and racism. It's
Yeah,
like
they're like best friends.
Yeah, they're like the peanut butter and chocolate of
They Dutch rudder each other.
yes, they dock.
So yeah.
So Rachel, thank you so much for doing
Flying
the logo.
out here.
Yeah,
Descending
coming
into
all the
this.
way to California.
That's true. Yeah,
Just
I
to
don't
do
live
this
in America.
podcast.
Yeah, just to do this fucking podcast. Yeah, that's the whole reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuckboy International, baby. We out here, Mr. Fuckboys Worldwide.
Mr. Fuckboys.
Mr. Fuckboys Worldwide.
Got
Pitbull
it.
come on our show.
Dale. So, Rachel,
Yeah.
the questions.
Okay.
What is a fuckboy to you?
Okay. When I think of a fuckboy, I think of somebody who dresses like a 80s rapper, like a white 80s rapper
So
in
Vanilla Ice.
2019.
Okay.
Basically my first, you can't show the rough draft. I had a rough draft of like of what I thought a fuckboy was. I guess I thought it was, you know, somebody with like a backwards baseball cap and was like, yo, 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 I'm here to fuck.
That's what
Just
I
like-
say every party I walk into.
My name's Chance Moore, and I'm here to say, I'm here to fuck in a major way.
You know, just really, really, it's like a jock, but nothing good about them.
So a jock who's not even good at sports.
Yeah, like just that sort of mentality and backwards baseball cap and really, really tight-fitting shirts.
Drew, are you
and
still dancing to the rap?
Oh, I love it.
what? Yo, 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 I'm here to fuck.
Yeah, dude. If your name is Chance Moore, then we're here to say quoting yourself is not okay.
I guess I picture that with like sunglasses and like a
Oakley's.
white base. I get what's an Oakley? Please help.
Like
Oh, they're
fuckboy
those-
sunglasses.
They're those
Yeah.
sunglasses that like shaved head like Uncle Hank from Breaking Bad style cops wear.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Blue Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Guys whose profile pics is them
Got
in
it.
their trucks.
Yes.
They're wearing
Fish.
Oakley
Yes.
shades. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
those are Oakleys 90% of the time.
Yeah, so that's kind of who I picture, and they're always going to like the club, and they just want to fuck as much as possible.
Hell yeah.
Why are you saying hell yeah to that? They're awful people.
Oh, I
No, good analysis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
dope.
good theory.
Yeah, I think also part of it was when I first heard the word fuckboy, I immediately thought frat boy, and I just assumed that the other person meant fuckboy or meant frat boy when they said fuckboy.
I think they're related terms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because like
It's
I
like
don't
a
know,
Venn diagram.
whenever I hear a new word, I just assume that my version of the word is correct and everyone else is wrong when they use it.
Good assumption.
Yeah,
Isn't that how English works?
yeah. I thought
You're a linguist.
Coachella was a chocolate spread until I was 25.
Yo.
Instead of a chocolate spread, it's just Molly on your toast.
Yo, this just
Molly and gentrification.
I think we got our first merch that we should do. We should fucking make like fuckboy Coachella. It is like the
Yeah.
first spreadable chocolated Molly. Yo, I would eat a crepe with that shit in it.
I can turn up with
So
this morning crepe.
before we dive into the book, we do have one more question
Yes.
for you,
Yes.
Rachel.
Yeah, what's up?
Are you now, or have you ever been a fuckboy?
No, I've had sex before a lot.
Cancelled.
Sorry, I've had sex before a lot.
I wish you told us this before you came
But I
on our
didn't.
show.
I'm sorry. What did I do?
This is a Volcel podcast.
Whoa, speak for yourselves
But I honestly I thought that I was being nice.
about the fucking.
Yeah, I thought I was like, hi. This
You
is a
seem
handshake.
sad. May I be of service?
Maybe. I don't know. I just wanted to make people's lives better. And it ended up making everything worse.
I feel like that's the most succinct description of sex ever.
I feel like that's the period everyone goes through when they first discover sex. It's like, well, I'm not a virgin anymore. I'm kind of competent at sex now. Maybe I can use this power to improve the lives of people around me.
Oh no, it's
No,
gone. It's
no.
gotten
Oh no,
worse.
they're crying.
Oh no, I'm crying too.
and that, ladies and gentlemen, was my 20s.
And mine. It's awful. Anyway,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
So
So where have we left our
God.
boy Chance Moore?
Chance, he gets in with this girl that he calls the seductress, who is he doesn't use the word or really explain how or why, but the way in which he describes it, that it's an abusive relationship. She tries to sever his relationships with female friends, and is very apparently controlling. They have a mutual coke habit.
He actually gets employed for the first time in his life just to fund the coke habit. Which,
Yeah.
by the way, dear listener, he hasn't been paying for any of this.
But then he goes to Thailand.
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
Fuck! He goes to Taiwan with his friend Yu, and hangs out in the sex tourism part of Taiwan. When he comes back,
You is the fake ID guy.
yeah,
You
Yu
got-
is the fake ID guy.
All right.
He goes. He comes back home. The seductress gets all pissed at him, and tries to beat him up with a beer bottle.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
Does she break the fucking like a knife?
it sounds like she's just bashing him with it.
It would be much more interesting if he had gotten stabbed.
That's kind of what I hoped for.
You want to
Yeah.
know how I got these scars?
Chance Moore.
My girlfriend was a coke fiend.
Gotta make this bottle disappear.
Yeah, so Chance gets out of this. Chance gets out of this abusive relationship. He makes friends with Jason, who is
Flamboyant.
flamboyant. Wink, wink.
I'm just picturing the Power Ranger, Jason, the red one.
Oh yeah, He's doing flips and shit with his spandex.
What is it? Angel calls
Exactly.
him Light and the Loafers Jason.
Yes.
He's very flamboyant. He always wears a big red motorcycle helmet.
When he comes out of the closet, he's like, finally, after 1,000 years,
Give me 5 teenagers with sass.
Anyway.
Saban, give us money.
So
Circling back around.
back around, he's making friends with Jason, who helps him get laid.
Yeah, Chance has like a really great
a
strategy
four-step.
for how to use his gay friend to get sex with straight women.
Yeah, and so we're going to see his fucking brilliant gambit in chapter 15, which is titled "Oh Hey."
Winky face.
O with 4 H's, hey with 3 Y's. So
and
you know it's the
5
horny,
exclamation points.
It's the horny
Whoa.
oh hey.
You know that Chance is the guy that sends you a picture of his like sad fucking like pud with like the fucking devil emoji sticking his tongue out and like if I was there, what would you do? Like he's that guy.
He's even worse. He might be fucking dancing. The dancing emoji. Scary.
I think he was gonna be dancing in his dick
Frightening.
pic, and I was like, "That's fucking horrifying."
He sends you a dancing dick boomerang.
Unless you can make that shit helicopter, I'm not interested. Women want one thing.
Jason's over there like, leave the dancing to me.
I think it is supposed to be a gay oh hey. I think he's trying to do like
Oh, you think so?
yeah. I think it's just so clumsy that we didn't pick up on it.
Oh no.
Oh, he's doing a cute homophobia.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought he was actually. Oh, well.
I thought it was like a you up, hey, like hey.
Yeah, that's what I was
what's up?
guessing. Yeah.
Anyway, no, Aaron's probably 100% right.
I just want to preface this chapter by saying that like whenever I'm in queer spaces, the last fucking thing I want is some like fucking dick trumpet straight dude speaking to me or looking in my direction or like breathing near me. So I very much doubt all of this chapter.
Right.
Hit us with that 5-step program.
Well, hang on. The poem.
Oh, wait, of course. Jesus.
Oh, sorry, got ahead of
I don't want to
myself.
get ahead of ourselves, yeah.
I may. Fuck.
Do you need help? Do you want me to hold your hand?
Jesus, give me strength.
Do you want me to hold your hand?
Never.
Okay.
15 chapters into this book, I don't want anything to touch me ever again. Chapter 15. Oh, hey. I may be a jester, but you look like a queen, and you're missing your jewels, if you know what I mean.
Doesn't make
Chance
I don't
Moore.
know what you mean.
sense.
No.
Makes sense.
What?
No,
It's a-
like,
it's
is
a-
it testicles? But
It's a pearl necklace analogy.
Oh, I
It's
was
a-
thinking,
It's a nutting
I thought
on
it
a
was
girl's neck.
family
but she's
jewels.
missing them. Oh, so
Yes.
he's gonna give. Oh, fuck.
My queen, you must have my nut on your neck.
Listen, queens.
Sisters,
You wanna-
can't be having your period. It's because you don't have nut on your neck.
I hope he's the kind of jester that told a bad joke about how fat the king was, and then the king had him drawn and quartered.
So Chance is alienated and alone.
Both.
Both. My only...
You're not special.
I was
So am
alienated, alone, solo, in solitude,
Isolated.
isolated.
On my own.
Fucking thesaurus ass.
By myself.
All by my lonesome. Numero uno.
My only friend was the most flamboyant person in the world,
Oh no.
and I had no idea what to do.
That must be really hard for you, Chance.
Yeah.
I need to go out and meet girls, but all he ever wanted to do was go to the gay bars.
That classic problem.
Luckily for me, they were a gold mine. If you really want to ball on a budget, get drunk, and hook up with hot girls, one of the best places to do so is at a gay bar.
No.
No.
Seriously.
No.
No, not seriously.
The only person I want to approach me at a gay bar is a very tall femme.
Right. My stance is that if you try and go to a gay bar to have a straight hookup, you are desecrating a World Heritage site.
Yeah. Also, what?
You're colonizing.
Yes.
I don't know any gay people that would be like, oh, so this is my shitty straight friend, like, who's a horn dog. Can he fuck your straight friends? Like, we'd be like, no, fucking go home.
No pets allowed here.
Every other space is a straight space. Go home.
Take him literally anywhere. Take
Aaron,
him to Target.
Leave him in an IKEA.
Hit us with that five-year plan.
All right. So Chance, first off, he wants us to know Absolutely
Oh
no.
yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a
Oh
there's
my
a
God.
preamble.
Yes.
I never went home with a guy, or danced with one, or kissed one, or anything, but they bought me drinks.
Chance,
Yeah.
relax.
The fuckboy doth protest too much.
Now,
Chance Moore would become cooler if he
Do we
kissed
really?
boys.
Do we really want to let that guy in though? Like, even if he was queer, I don't know.
I don't want to let him in my club. I don't.
Chance Moore, you are not allowed to be gay.
Chance Moore is like, so like I think I might be bi, or I think I might
No.
be gay. It's like, no, you don't get to.
This is the one bisexual whose identity I will like invalidate. He's like, I think I'm bi. I'm like, no, you're not.
Gatekeeping is okay right now.
But it's Chance Moore.
In this one case, it's okay to
You're
gatekeep
just
queerness from this
confused.
dude. I'm sorry, your money's no good here.
You don't get to be a bicon. Go home.
And so Chance hits us with that 5-year plan.
All right.
Here's the formula.
Year one.
Here's the formula for a gay bar. Step 1. Now he's just putting this all in one sentence with commas, like, so we're bracketing off with
Yeah,
steps.
we're numbering it for your convenience.
Step 1. Go to a gay bar with a gay man.
Year 2.
Have gay men hit on you.
That's not that's not
Part
something
3.
you have control over.
Explain to them that you are not gay but are here supporting a friend.
Chapter 4.
Woke Bay ally.
Have the gay men who hit on you introduce you to their hot single female friends.
That's
Subsection
not a-
5.
Go home with their hot single female friends.
Do you go home with a guy at any point, Chance?
This is the fucking worst like resolution that's got on the consent calendar for the DSA National Convention. Whereas you will not go home with a gay man. Whereas you will not dance with a gay man. Whereas you will
You will
not
just
kiss a
let
gay
them
man.
buy you drinks.
Whereas, fucking, it's like, nah, dude, this ain't on the consent calendar. This costs too much money from National.
2 of the 5 steps are not anything that you have control over. It's like, have somebody hit on you. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's not even.
Just
have them.
Just assume, like, Chance
Yeah,
just assumes
where-
everyone wants to fuck him.
What part
Yeah.
of this Gru meme is Gru looking back like, huh?
All of it.
Have gay men hit on you. Have gay men hit on you?
Will,
That's the whole fucking book.
how much you want to bet, like, Chance's gambit in this involves, like, trying to, like, do, like, gay-specific peacocking, where it's like, all right, I'm going to pull out my booty shorts so that gay men will buy me drinks, but then I'm going to slip into my true religion jeans when I want to meet their straight friend. He's plotting, it's like he has to have some kind of, like, assurance that, yes, gay men will hit on him, instead of, like, looking him up and down and be like, yeah, this is a sad straight child.
Look at this hetero chunk. Look at this big straight chunk.
He thinks gay men are hitting on him, but instead they're like coming up to him to be like, "Honey, are you lost? Do you need help? Is your mom
Are you
here?"
okay? Are you hydrated? I feel like that's the like gay
They're
I
like,
care about
"Do
you. He's like, did you drink water
need to
today?
leave? And he's like, oh, they want me to leave with them.
You're like, no.
So Chance plays. He has a little brilliant bit of wisdom.
Hit us with that.
Most gay guys have a stable of attractive women that they hang out with.
It's just 5 Sarah Jessica Parkers.
Oh, Jason was no different. The only problem was that his stable composed of mainly my exes.
No.
I love how he considers an ex just like any woman that has looked at him.
I like how he considers his exes to be like people who belong in a fucking state.
He could mean
in Chance Moore
like a
world, your
wrestling
ex needs to
stable.
be turned into glue.
He's the Mr. Hands of fucking.
Oh God!
He could mean like a wrestling stable. Like his exes are the authority.
Do you smell what the gay rock is cooking?
We needed a new group, so we formed one. We went out every night recruiting him gay guy friends and me straight girls. One night at a bar called Spinner, we met the twins.
Oh God, dude.
Come play with us, Chase.
Forever.
And ever.
So, this fucking paragraph.
It's so bad.
It's so good.
It's-
It's so good bad.
We need to read what he says about these twins.
This paragraph is the room of paragraphs.
So I have these friends. these twin friends, these twin girlfriends, these hot, sultry twin girlfriends.
Come play with us, chicks.
These hot, sultry, identical twin girlfriends who always used to throw parties. This is fucking in a dark, dark room in a dark, dark house ass shit.
Yeah, what the fuck is this? And the thing, that sentence, I feel like he was setting up. It's like, then I totally banged them, but he didn't.
like-
And to spoil
No.
it, guys, he does not sleep
Well, that's
with
because
the
he
twins.
can't describe any woman in this book without talking about how fuckable she is, whether or not he's ever fucked
That-
her.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
he needs to signal that, like, even if I have not fucked this girl, I have this hot girl in my life, ergo I am good and cool.
I feel like he... It's just like the used car salesman meme where he like slaps every girl and he's like, this girl holds so many fuckings in her.
And she's a horse.
She got great teeth.
She's got 69 horsepower.
I am not talking regular 10 or 20 people parties. I am talking insane 60 or 70 people packed into a 2-bedroom with 12 handles of alcohol, 5 dirty 30 packs of beers, and so much weed that you would get high walking in the door.
Oh, yeah. Fire code violation.
Chicago-style parties.
Deep dish parties.
Did I mention they also had a rooftop that was about 4 feet away from another building that also used to throw these kinds of parties?
They had Mirror's Edge.
Oh, stand alive, stand alive. We'll get to the fucking party parkour because that's
Excuse me, penis parkour.
We'll get to the penis parkour. We're getting to that.
Penis Parker.
But I just love Parker. I need pictures, dick pictures. Chance, get in here. You're fired.
So he's at this party.
But, can we just say, have any of us, like, to any of us, is this like a wild, crazy fucking party? Because I feel like
No.
I don't get invited to parties, so I don't know.
This sounds like the dumbest fucking party. Like, this is not a good... There's a fuck ton of weed and like 60 people that you hate and it's probably hot as balls. Fucking do whippets like an adult.
So-
Now whip it. Whip it good.
So Chance is not at a party with whippets. He's at
No,
a party
I
with...
just mean like it like he's describing like it's supposed to be this cool thing, but it's like a room
No,
full
it
of
just
like
sounds like a
60
party.
sweaty 20-year-olds getting stoned. That's like my hell.
No, yeah.
go to a real party where you go to like the warehouse that a bunch of fucking artists live in illegally, and then
Yeah.
like you fucking like do half a line of ketamine and like make
Yeah.
out with a trans dude.
And then they put on their play
Is
that
this
they
a
wrote
true story?
themselves. Because I've been to a party like that. And then, like, halfway through, they're like, we're going to do our play based on erotica that Anais Nin wrote. Would you like to stay? And I did, and it was terrible. So that was actually a pretty good party.
That sounds
yeah.
great, yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
shit.
there were
I want
so
to do the
many
terrible
boobs.
erotica party.
To
yeah,
you.
Chance Moore does not know about fun parties.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's because he doesn't know about fun anything. He's using these just sort of self-aggrandizement as reassurance that he's a cool guy.
Which seems like a high schooler's idea of like what a really, really cool party is. Like
Except-
all the
Yeah.
people and there's the drugs and there's so many
Except
and you
you-
can do Mirror's Edge.
Honest to God, the parkour is the best part of this party.
Yeah, because he meets this. So this is where he's like,
Yes.
I met a girl who I slept with without saying any words to her.
This
Which
was
we'll get to that.
Yeah.
This
okay,
was
we'll
the setting
get
of
to that.
another sexual conquest, and I didn't say a single word to the girl, which seems to happen to me quite a lot out of the blue.
Which
Yeah.
I feel like he says it like it's a brag, but like honestly, like Chance, sweetheart, if you think about it, you're fucking all these women without saying anything because like your voice and your thoughts are such fucking
Yeah, when
lady
he-
boner killers. I am
he-
dry
when he-
every episode.
when he
opens
opens
his
his mouth,
mouth,
he just instantly loses fuckability.
yeah,
boys.
yeah.
Every time he
becomes
opens his mouth,
unattractive.
my hymen grows back.
Every time he opens his mouth, the poison gnats that flew out of John Coffey's mouth in the Green Mile just swarm out.
I described it as you know how when after sex sometimes you smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, with Chance, just you know the ashes of the cigarette just manifest again, and you just have like a full cigarette after you're done reading this book.
You put a
You-
filter in your
you-
mouth and
yeah,
the
you-
cigarette
the-
reappears.
Exactly, like you smoke a negative cigarette.
Unsmoke a cigarette.
You unsmoke a cigarette.
You need to go on a fucking juice cleanse after fucking Chance. You need
You
to
know-
get the toxins out. So
Anyway.
Jesus Christ. So
Chance goes
we
to this party, and this girl
we tease the penis parkour. Let's just get
fucking
so
take it all.
So
Chance goes to a 4th of July party at the twins' place. The best part about their parties was that they only lived about a half mile away from my place and that they were always packed with girls.
Yeah. Also, all of his exes are at this party.
Yes.
All his exes and Ashley.
Britt was there, but she had since moved on to... Britt was there, but she had since moved on to a couple of other guys. Onto as in, like, one word. Onto.
When did she get with Jason Isaac?
Right? Ashley showed up, but ignored me the entire time.
Because
she hates
fucking hates you, dude. She's also not your ex. She's your ex-roommate.
She's a woman who looked at you one time.
Mary came with her new boyfriend. I didn't really care that so many of my exes were at the party.
Ashley's not your ex.
In fact, it made me feel great knowing that I had instant social rapport.
Actually,
These people fucking hate me.
Actually, it fucking slaps
so
that everyone
blessed.
hates me in here.
Walk into the club like, what up? Everyone hates me.
This is like
Walked to the club like, what up? I got social anxiety. In fact, it made me feel great.
like it fucking owns that these people actually despise my presence.
It's fucking slaps. I love being hated.
It wasn't that they were all going after me. It was that I was feeding off of their jealous energy.
Okay, so this was before.
What the fuck does that mean?
This was before you guys got here, and Drew hasn't seen this movie, so I'm gonna drop this reference now and see if either of you pick it up. But the other day, I rewatched Rules of Attraction
Okay.
because I
Okay.
hate myself. And there's the scene where James Vanderbeek walks into a party and he's like wearing his peak hood and drinking his whiskey, and he's like, I'm a social, emotional vampire. And I feel like in this moment, Chance definitely thinks he's like that level of edge. Being like, this room is full of women that I have known. I have taken their pussy energy. And I'm terrible.
He's like bathing. He's like bathing like Elizabeth Bathory.
He opens his third eye and he
In
can see the
big-
energy
in
coming
BPE.
out of their vaginas going into him.
It's like he's doing when he eats out a girl. It's the Dementor's kiss.
It's like when Lady Gaga's... It's like when Lady...
After I feed off of your jealous energy, I'm gonna. Anyway.
Speaking of the time Lady Gaga said she doesn't fuck when she's making an album because she thinks people can suck her creativity out through her vagina.
That's where the creativity lives. Yeah.
Is that not true? Because I'm foregoing sex on purpose so I can be better at
Yeah,
podcasting.
pee is stored in the balls and creativity is stored in the vagina.
Okay.
The two genders.
Right. Well, as long as we're producing this podcast, ain't nobody gonna get this pussy.
I like how in this chapter the way he kind of describes every character who's there. It reminds me a lot of My Immortal.
Yes.
Like the way that she'll, you know, in My Immortal she'll be like, Draco was there doing coke. Harry Potter was there, but we put our middle fingers up to him.
Bungledore was there. He was making out with Hagrid.
Just like, yeah, like, because he just sort of like here are all these women from the previous chapters. I'm just going to throw them into the scene. Like
This thing that definitely happened.
This makes it even more perfect that he mentions Ashley, because even though they had all moved on, it didn't change the fact that at one point we had been intimate.
Not you and Ashley, bitch.
No, not you and Ashley. She was way smarter than that.
Yes.
I was on the rooftop with Jason smoking a cigarette and talking to Britt when I spotted Diana dancing at the party on the other roof. We locked eyes.
Locked eyes from across the room.
Okay, high five.
I gave her the come here gesture with my finger, and she jumped from the other party onto...
Why did you do
onto.
two fingers? I don't know. I hate you.
I gave her the come here gesture with my finger, and she jumped from the other party onto the twins' rooftop.
Yes, onto the rooftop.
I feel like, I mean, so much of this is completely unbelievable, but I'm like 90% sure, like, wouldn't there be like some sort of fence?
So
like, just to prevent people
This
from,
party
like,
happens in the
dying?
Spider-Verse.
Yeah, she's Penis Parker.
Yo, ladies, get you a girl who's Spider-Gwen.
Because even
There's
on,
no
like,
way Spider-Gwen is
you know,
straight.
apartments
Oh,
where there's
yeah.
like a
With that haircut,
rooftop
that's-
level. There's
That
like
is
a
the bisexual
fence, you know?
Bob.
There's like
Yeah.
some sort of, or not a, I don't know what you call it, but there's usually some sort of barrier.
I don't know.
There's no barrier in the pursuit of puss.
I mean, building codes.
Ain't no
and-
mountain
only
high
big
that the valley
pussy
low.
low.
Ain't no wall on the roof. If you see me begging, no matter where you are, no matter how far, baby.
So this girl vaults 4 feet across a rooftop just
for
to
his mediocre pud.
yeah.
I didn't say a single word to her. She started grinding on me. I had become a natural.
At what? Standing there while somebody else fucking grinds on you?
And speaking in first person.
I mean, this isn't the first time a girl just ground on him while he stood there. Like,
Elmo has a boner.
she turned around, we started making out. Then she grabbed my hand and led me into the party. We passed Ashley, who gave me a death stare.
No.
Well, she probably did.
The death stare is like, yeah, you're doing that creepy fucking thing again.
There he
There we
goes.
go. Yeah, that's probably exactly what happened.
Getting his wang wet.
We passed Mary, who poured herself a shot and took it.
To forget she ever fucked you.
Or she was just already drinking because
She's
it's a party.
Italian.
And she's Italian. Mamma mia!
Hey, what's that guy? I'm so sorry.
Don't apologize.
I love
We went straight to the bathroom. She sat me down on the toilet. Blumpkin 2!
Logan!
Revenge of the Blump!
Bow, 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 bow.
She sat me down on the toilet, pulled the condom out of my wallet, and then lowered herself unto me.
And unto the chode came the pussy. And it was good.
All it takes is confidence. This was the first time I had sex since the seductress crushed me. But for some reason...
Did she sit on his face?
She held him in her palm and then just closed her fist.
I
She
fucking
hit him with
wish.
his fucking car.
She fucking Negan'd that bitch.
She ran him over with her killdozer.
She made a bunch of video diaries. This is what God wants me to do.
This is what God wants you to do.
But for some reason, having all my exes at the party allowed me to become the man I used to be.
What?
The fat, ugly, like
Who's did?
the one in the very beginning that you're trying not to be anymore.
Foo said hero.
It's like, who did you become? Like, the man that you used to be, like, wait, like, because this is no different from when you were fucking. Like, I don't get how anything is... And that's another thing. He's trying to say that he was in, like, some kind of, like, depressive dry spell, but he never says what the depressive dry spell is outside of, oh, I had a gay friend.
Yeah, his only friend was flamboyant.
But
And
I think that's the thing. I think he ties his identity up so much in how much that he fucks. So he probably, like, didn't fuck for a week and then is like, whoa, who am I?
But he said that he was making it with girls that he met at the gay bars.
Who is that girl I see? No, nobody's gonna join in this reflection sing along.
There, back at me.
There we go.
There we go.
I'm not a good singer.
Neither am
I'm
I.
gonna make a man out of you.
First crush. I was horrified when I found out the voice was Donny Osmond.
Me too.
All it takes is confidence. This was the first time I had sex since the seductress crushed me, but for some reason, having all my exes at the party allowed me to become the man I used to be.
A piece of shit.
After it was over, Diana put her number into my phone and returned to the party she came from. So she did like a tuck and roll.
Yeah, she did a backflip over back to the party.
She returned to the party from whence she came.
She went back unto the party.
She had crime to fight. I'm still wondering, how did she know to take a condom out of his pocket? Did she just like assume that
She's like, yeah, this asshole's definitely got a
Maybe she
condom
was
once
trying to
when he
rob him.
won't.
vision and can leap buildings in literally a single bound? She's just fucking Superman.
She
Yo,
actually has
Diana, are
condom
you
vision
single?
in her heads-up display. It was actually highlighted red.
Oh yeah, the condom was highlighted red. She got her fucking runner's vision. Fuck yeah. Afterwards, she swung on a horizontal hanging pipe and kicked Chance in the face.
First of all, I resent the idea that he is cool enough to fuck Spider-Gwen.
I had my swagger back. Yo, how Chance Moore got his groove back. I felt like the erotic ruler I knew deep in my heart I was.
I just want our listeners to know that prior to this, Rachel drew us a beautiful picture for Erotic Ruler. Would you care to tell us what it was?
when he said erotic ruler, my head for some reason went to like a 12-inch ruler, like a measuring stick. So I
Erotic
just
ruler.
drew like a ruler with like the inch and centimeter indentations, doing like a sexy pose, and also with a giant ejaculating dick.
But I want to point out that the dick itself is not 12 inches, just the ruler.
Just the ruler is 12 inches. And
Erotic ruler.
Yeah,
I got
his dick is
30.48
1/6
centimeters for
the
you.
length of
I
his
hate-
body. So
it's not bad for a ruler, no.
After this episode, I went on a sexual binge. Jason and I went to every party we could find, and when there wasn't one going on, we hit the bars.
I did a fat line of puss.
It was my summer of sex. I can't even remember half the girls I slept with. It was a very passionate time.
No, if
No.
you can't remember.
It's not, yeah.
It was a very passionate time. I had sex with so many girls whose names escape me at this point.
But it was passionate, I promise.
Yeah. If I failed at the bar or a party, I would text Diana and she would come over. I hooked up with Britt and Mary a couple more times too.
Weren't they taken?
Britt had Mary had a boyfriend. I guess that she didn't have the boyfriend.
And Britt
All
had a
the time?
couple of boyfriends.
Britt had a couple. Britt was a woke polyambe.
I mean, we're also operating under the assumption that all of this actually happened.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah, we should.
Brit subs unionized, so she
And so she had to close up shop. It all had to do with my confidence. Humans are driven by sex.
No!
We hunger for intimacy. It is not something that should be repressed. I have come to understand that every aspect of our society derives from our sexual desire. It is animal instinct.
Okay, I have a rant that I wrote there because
Yeah.
this is incorrect. Our society is not built around sex. It is built around our own gaping mortality, and I wrote, no, you dumb fucking turd. You use sex to distract yourself from your mortality and wasted life, you horny meatbag.
I think it's just like, I feel like
The
yes.
tomb awaits you and your pud.
It's like, yes, okay, yes. People are horny. People are motivated by sex. Sex is a motivation factor, just like, food or water or like, any of the shit on that Maslow pyramid. But I feel like when someone says humans are driven by, like, Chance, this is like fucking projection. This is
He's projecting
This is
again.
Chance's like, the whole world is exactly what the inside of my mind looks like.
Every morning when I wake up and brush my teeth, I do it so that I can fuck later.
Yeah, instead of I want to have teeth.
Yeah.
So I can,
When I wake up and go to work, that work is so that I can fuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Not capitalism.
yeah. It's like, it's just like, this is like the dumbest fucking we live in a society shit. It's like we live in a horny society.
We live in a fuck society.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
I hate him so much.
So that's chapter 15. Chapter 16.
Chapter 16.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Unless you write a fucking book about it.
A terrible fucking book. Also, content warning. He does another racism.
Oh, here it comes.
Poem? Living in a world full of chaos and drama, trying to break free from the crowd, a singular thought lingers in the mind of the fallen, hoping for a change of pace. A butterfly flutters its wings in the hot Colombian sun, causing a tsunami of emotions washing over their pale frozen skin. Chance Moore.
Butterfly Effect, 2003.
Wow, Chance, should you not be alone right now?
I feel like this is different than a lot of his other poems.
Yeah,
This poem is like super dark. It's like, yeah, the world's so fucked up. There's chaos and drama and
Butterflies.
anything can happen. And then he just ends it on the image of like a bunch of people about to die from a tsunami.
Here's the thing. You think that
All
like
the
this
pale people of Colombia.
and they're standing in the sun, yeah.
it's all the people from the Vice donkey fucking documentary. No, but like the poem, like he almost gets close. Like if he's going with this like butterfly effect, like symbolism, you think he's gonna maybe go like, oh yeah, my actions have consequences, which also have consequences. I'm perpetuating this terrible cycle. But then he's like, nope, this is about how I fucked a black girl.
I had no idea where I was. I didn't recognize the completely... Oh boy.
Yeah, I warned you.
Uh-huh.
I didn't recognize the completely naked chocolate-skinned girl lying next to me.
Imagine it from her perspective where she's like, I didn't recognize this drop of mayonnaise in bed next to me.
I didn't recognize the unbaked biscuit dough.
Wrapped around me.
There was a ring on her finger, and I felt like I was about to have a heart attack. The night before was blurry. The last thing I remembered was playing blackjack at Caesar's Palace, winning a grand, and buying a bottle of Patron. Did I pull off a hangover?
Ass of tequila.
Did I pull off a hangover move and marry some random Vegas chick?
Another fuckboy movie that he drops.
My question is, did this happen, or is he trying to lampshade it to obscure the fact that
he's pulling this from a movie?
Yeah, he's like, this will like flesh out the story if when I went to Vegas, hangover style stuff happened.
Well, he says later on that he was down to his last couple dollars, and he wins $1,000, and he spends $100 of it on drinks, and then meets this girl, walks to a jewelry store, and buys her a ring and proposes. Spoilers. But if you're in Vegas, everything's wildly overpriced for tourists. So if you have, let's say, $700 left to spend on a ring, you're not going to get an engagement ring, and you're definitely not going to get it on a jewelry store on the strip. That is for like sugar babies and women who fly to Dubai. Like, that's not for you, like with your fucking like chode from Vienna, Virginia, and your $1,000 that you won.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Political economy.
He made up the difference with his parents' credit card, I guess.
Yeah. So
I hate him.
Spoilers.
That drone money.
So this chapter also does an in media res shit where it's like, first chapter is about fucking Vegas, and then he just segues into like a couple weeks before. So this is Chance's actual 21st birthday party. We misspoke earlier about it, something else being his 21st birthday party, but that was just another fucking party because that's all this guy fills his life with. This is his 21st birthday party. His parents are going to be flying him out to Vegas. He's going to be spending a couple days with his parents and with family that's also flying out, and then they're
in their timeshare with
putting him
granite
up in
countertops.
Yeah, they're putting him up in his fucking timeshare for another week after his family goes home.
If I wasn't a socialist before this book, like I fucking hope the entire
Chance Moore is like exhibit A of why there should be like a 150% inheritance tax.
How much you want to bet the timeshare is fucking like it was bought from that dumbass dude from the Queen of Versailles, that documentary about the
Oh, that dude.
Yeah.
Probably. Fuck all those people. I hope the Moore family is first in the guillotine. And then Moby.
So first, Chance has he's in a apartment in his high rise in Wrigleyville, and has
Who's paying for the apartment?
his fucking
Aaron?
parents. His fucking parents. Come on. He's what? Where's he working at this place? He has a full-time job, but is that paying? But he's also
he's
going
not
to school.
doing cocaine anymore, so I think he quit his job.
It had a pool, a gym, and a tennis court. I was living like a king, but my court would soon cause me massive problems.
Sire.
Sidelines
gonna-
with a cast.
There's gonna be a fucking regicide here.
When does he fucking like get gout and die from like syphilitic insanity?
He has too much hemophilia from all the inbreeding.
Fucking Habsburg jaw. The seductress was actually the one that encouraged him to break with the Catholic Church.
There were maybe 6 seductresses, divorced, beheaded, lived,
Yeah.
divorced, beheaded, died.
Yeah.
My keg was in the keg was in the bathtub. My room was turned into a massive hotbox. There were 60 people in my living room, and I was hammered. I started dancing with this. Now he keeps on using the word petite, and he spells petite in the French spelling, but he uses the masculine form of it.
Also, like, in this chapter, this is a second black girl, and I feel like this chapter exists just for him to be like, I'm cool. I did it with a black girl. Two of them.
black girls, maybe.
Who knows? You're just like, dude, fuck, no, you're just the worst person in the world.
Ugh.
You owe both of these women reparations.
So he started dancing with this petite black girl. And I was just,
Love me a good pettit girl.
yeah. Ladies, get you a petite girl.
Wait, no, we got to put in that song by the Pettit Project, the Canadian pop punk band.
Hell yeah. All of a sudden, I heard... Now, Chance is going to get extremely woke right now.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Strap in, everyone.
All of a
Type
sudden...
up.
Everybody typo.
Are you ready for some hashtag allyship?
Yeah.
The A in LGBTQIA stands for ally.
Now please turn on Macklemore's Same Love while listening to this back.
Can we put that in the background while you read this?
Hell yes. All of a sudden, I heard a slap come from their direction, and I saw Jason flash a devilish smile. Some homophobic jerk was giving him crap for being gay, and Jason slapped the shit out of him.
But I'm not gay. I've fucked so many women. Look at this book of women I've fucked.
First of all, like, you know what? Fucking respect to Jason. Jason's cool. Jason can hang still.
Jason, come on the podcast.
Bring your Red Ranger outfit.
But like
Yeah.
this is like doing like complete like fucking total Macklemore mindset where it's like, oh, my gay friend had like a homophobic asshole. Like,
Someone did a homophobia at him.
yeah, someone did a homophobia to my gay friend. And
'cause the
let me
thing
make
is-
this about me.
After this, he goes on this rant. Like,
He
just
goes
on
ally
this
beast mode.
digression.
First of all, this isn't even Macklemore. This is like vaulted over that and is now like Lonely Island, equal rights, I'm not gay.
He does
Jim?
this. He has time to say all this while Jason goes to get his Zord.
The world needs to learn that it is not a choice. Homosexuality runs rampant in nature, and it is not evil or wrong. Also, it's like, it's not evil or wrong, but it's fucking running wild out there. Someone should rein it in.
It's a fucking, it's a
It's okay, but tone
epidemic
it
of
down.
gayness.
Dude, it's out there. I don't even know.
You know what though? He's right though. Like as a bisexual, you know, it's not a choice because knowing that this man exists, if I could choose to just not be attracted to men at all, I would shut that shit off so fast. I don't want to ever risk being attracted to this person.
The world needs to learn that it's not a choice. Homosexuality, it's fucking everywhere, dude. Someone needs to do something about it, but it's not bad or
But
wrong.
I've never gone home with a dude. I've never kissed them. I've never danced
They
with
just
them.
bought me drinks. They just bought me drinks.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's like fucking, it's like, you ever see those like fucking like triangle graphs where it's like 3 specific point poles and then like the gradients between all of them to like show like, the ranges of like, 3 factors kind of interact. Chance is trying so hard not to hit any of the corners. He doesn't want to hit the corner where he's gay, but he doesn't want to hit the corner where he's homophobic, and so he's just like wildly spiraling out. He's like a magnet with no attractive pole. He just repels
literally-
everything.
But if you think about it, he really doesn't have an attractive pole.
Oh,
Nice.
but
Nice.
Sick.
Nice.
I'm done
Okay.
recording the
Fucking got him, dude.
podcast.
yeah. Podcast over.
We're done.
Fuckboy over.
Fuck boys out.
Finish him.
It is not a disease and not something that can be cured.
It's not a disease, but it's an epidemic. It is.
It can't be cured, but there's too much of it.
It is terminal.
I got the terminal gay.
LGBT men and women who are who they are, and most of them are amazing people.
Most of them. I'm sure some of them are
You
good
know-
people.
I would just love to see like a.
I'm sure some of them fucking suck.
I mean, I'm right here. I'm terrible.
Yeah.
No, but like I would love to see this theory put to test if like a trans girl hit on Chance and then see how suddenly woke bae he is, because I feel like there's some problematic shit that's like under the surface there.
Yeah, you can see like the girders are straining under the weight of here. And so it's like if a trans girl came up to him, he would fucking go, but it would break.
Well, I
Yeah.
think this
This
is
is-
another case. The fuckboy doth protest too much. He's
Yes.
like, look, no. He's like, listen. I love gay people. I love when gay people are my friends. All my friends are gay. Actually, I'm not
Push me
gay
to
though.
the edge. All my friends are gay.
And we're like, dude, we didn't even ask.
I feel like a lot of straight people, though, had that mentality in 2009, though.
Yeah.
Very sort of like, oh, why?
But he's hanging on to it past 2013.
That whole speech was
true.
very like, sir, this isn't Arby's.
Yeah, oh yeah.
It's literally that meme where it's like no one, then Chance Moore's like, my friends are gay and I love them, but I've never done a gay thing.
LGBT men and women are who they are, and most of them are amazing people, so either leave them alone and remain a clones-minded moron, or accept them and rejoice with the rest of the world.
Oh my god, I just
Rest of the world?
Rejoice with the rest of the world. How
If
much
this
y'all
was
want to...
2009, the rest of the world was not on,
Yeah, we
not on
hadn't
the
quite
same
gotten
page.
to rejoicing yet.
But it's also like, he's saying rejoice with the rest of the world, but he's also like phrasing this in a way in which he's like the vanguard for being mildly like, you know, gay accepting.
Being like
Honestly,
Meghan McCain.
Chance,
Yeah.
who is from Phoenix, Arizona. I just want to take a moment to remind everyone.
This guy was one of the closed-minded, probably
Oh, right.
closeted idiots.
Okay, so I was going to say, Chance, if you want to be a real ally, throw a shot glass at a cop.
Yeah, don't say like, oh, if you're homophobic, you're probably just gay. Which
Yeah.
is like who does that help?
If you want to be
Right.
a real ally, fucking start a riot or some shit.
Stonewall 2.
The Chance.
Stonewall's ruin. An exaggerated riot.
Instead of I got my fucking civil rights, it's I fucked my civil rights.
After the slap, it was an all-out brawl. They put holes in my walls, busted out my... They put holes in my walls, just found out about homophobia. A photo of a fucking fist hole in a drywall.
Didn't know your party was full of Kyles.
Like, this is totally like that thing. That's like, this Chance is like the type of dude to like send a snap that's like just him like trying to like pout and like look hot and just be like, just found out about homophobia.
Someone did
Damn.
homophobia at my party.
Damn.
Killed
that's
the vibe.
That's messed up.
It's the fuck. What's his God, why can't I remember his name? Icky Breaky.
Oh, Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah, it's that Billy Ray Cyrus tweet where he's like, lots to think about.
Chance Moore's gonna release a single called Accidental Homophobe. They put holes in my walls, busted out my windows, and killed
Wait.
the vibe of my party.
Couldn't-
Like, he literally says that shit.
Why would you bust out a window? That's disgusting. Oh, bust out the... Oh, okay.
Oh, you thought like bust. They put holes in my walls, open the windows, and just start jacking off, and they totally killed the vibe of the party. Fellas, don't you hate it when some homophobic dickhead shows up at your party, just starts jacking off out the window to make some kind of homophobic point?
Oh, that's right. Every party I've ever been to.
Hey, gay guys, this is you. This is what you guys do. You just jerk off
I
out
was like,
windows.
they punched the hole through the window. I was like, well, you already have the hole through the wall. Like, why do you need to open the window? And then I was like, wait, what is happening?
Oh, fuck.
Oh my fucking God. You think they came to the party to make their own glory holes?
Fucking maybe. I
Uh,
was really
my
confused. Okay.
I grabbed the moron by the back of his shirt and threw him into the hallway. If I ever see your face again, I will beat you within an inch of your life, I told him, then slammed the door in his face.
then everyone at the CVS applauded, and I tipped my fedora and walked out with my Mountain Dew.
And then my principal told me that he also ran a super Hulock tumbler. Don't be homophobic to me or my son ever.
I am not a violent person. I am a teddy bear. But if you mess with my friends or family, I will kick your ass.
You can say whatever you want about me, but if you mess with my family or my flag,
That's my kid.
He's saying this whole thing in a teddy bear costume.
If you...
Speaking of bears.
It's just Ted from the movie Ted. He's like, yo, if you fucking mess with my family ever again,
I'll
you'll
fucking kill you.
don't fucking make fun of my friend for being a fucking queer.
He's my fucking queer. No, but speaking of bears, I
How do you
very
like
much
them apples?
I would love to see Chance sewn up in a bear suit and set on fire.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Fucking whips ass.
Yeah.
And I want to watch.
Real Midsommar hours.
Midsummer Part Dude.
Yeah.
Man's ruin.
Man's brewing.
Yes!
oh wow,
Oh my God.
Okay.
amazing.
And,
Fucking tell me we got that.
on a personal note, chances like if you mess with my friends or family, I will kick your ass. I wrote a note when I was reading this on my own. I don't know if I was drunk or not, but I don't know if I was drunk or sleep deprived.
This is
Probably.
the whole book.
Yeah, but this is the note that I put in my Kindle app. I will mess with your family, Chance. I fucked your dad. I fucked your shitty dad, and he loves me now. We're in love, bitch. He takes me to Hooters and buys me wings instead of salad.
Your dad and I are together, and you don't have to like it, but you have to respect it.
Jason agreed to pay for the damages, and all was well with the world again. Eventually, the party died, and it was only me and a petted black girl. He doesn't say the, as in like this is the previous petted
Also,
black girl.
she doesn't have a name. Like he's really out racist himself. Where he didn't even give her a slightly racist name. He's just like, that's a black girl.
We made out against the wall and added another hole.
What does that mean?
Another hole to bust a nut out of.
You know, Chance, are you okay? I'm just still really feeling messed up because, it's like this guy came to my party and like totally like tried to fuck with my gay friend, and I just don't stand for that. Chance, would it make you feel better if we installed a glory hole and fucked through that?
I thought she was gonna be like, wait till you hear about racism, then he punches another hole. He's like, just found out about racism.
Just found out about homophobia and racism. Two holes side by side, and a broken window for
busting out of.
Yo, I just found out about racism. I really shouldn't be alone right now.
Got a lot to think about.
No. It's all right. One drywall fist hole for homophobia. One drywall fist hole for racism. But then there's a perfect chance size like escape hole in the glass of a window, and the caption is just found about racism and homophobia, and then a trans girl tried to hit on me.
Like the fucking Looney Tunes like this.
Yeah. Chance is despicable.
He does the road beep beep. His, like, legs pop up from under him.
A trans girl comes up and just like, smiles at him, and then Wile E. Coyote paints a fucking like fake train tunnel on the opposite wall, and he just runs into it and gets hit by a fucking train.
And fucking dies from brain swelling. Good to have dreams.
So Chance
So
doesn't...
then Chance wakes up and he's supposed to catch his fucking flight to Vegas, and his alarm goes off at 6:30 and 7:30 and all the
He
fucking
just names all the 30s.
yeah, all the 45s and 15s and 30s, and then he wakes up. He wakes
can't
up
do
at
that
fucking. He wakes up at 8:15. I
his
hadn't even
9 a.m.
packed.
flight,
I popped
yeah.
right up, kicked the petted black girl out,
Holy shit.
and threw.
fucking yeeted her out of my bed.
I threw her out to the hall and said, "If I ever see your face again, I will be."
Betted her and yeeted her.
If you ever come near me or my flight to Vegas again, and threw everything I could find into my suitcase.
I just imagine him like opening a suitcase, putting in like 5 cargo shorts and a box of condoms and being like, gotta run.
And Chance lives like a fucking inhumanly charmed life because his plane was delayed. It was scheduled to leave at 9:30. He gets up at fucking 8:15. There's a taxi right outside his door that takes him to the airport, and his flight was delayed, and so he's able to make it.
Jesus.
Just stupidly charmed life.
So
He flies to Vegas. Most of his family's staying at the Bellagio. He's got a couple days with his parents in the fucking timeshare with a full kitchen, granite countertops, a jacuzzi tub, and 2 glass enclosed marble showers.
Yes, this could be yours if you are also good at making
Fucking
bad financial
chode.
choices.
Yeah.
No, this is like when he gets into that My Immortal territory where he just starts naming shit
Oh,
that
yeah,
doesn't
oh,
make
yeah.
sense. I was wearing my hair black with 2 red clip-ins and also my Hot Topic skirt and my platform boots. And you're like, what?
And my Chemical Romance t-shirt.
Yeah.
My entire head was encased inside a single knee-high demonia creeper.
The ideal woman.
So, Chance is in Vegas for a few days with his parents. The second after my dad picked me up from the airport, we head straight for the liquor store. I had just gotten my bartending license, so he wanted to see what I had learned from his $500 investment.
Chance, you didn't have to tell us your dad paid for your bartending classes. We know.
We knew.
We been new.
He bought about $150 worth of liquor. The first night, the entire family came over, and I made drinks to celebrate. Then we descended on the
Little
strip
bitch.
like a plague.
Yeah, probably.
Wait, the same kind of plague that homosexuality is, or a different kind of plague?
This is like for once, Chance uses a Hackney metaphor, but it fucking fits.
It works, yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say, this one.
Yeah, that makes sense to me, yeah.
Combined, I got about $600 from my family members, and I couldn't wait to gamble it all away.
What the fuck?
Now,
Isn't the plan to win?
I don't feel like it was necessary to put how much money they gave you. I don't like, because he's not, even if they didn't give him money, he has his parents' credit card. Like, his life is not hard. It's not like he was going to be left in Vegas high and dry.
Yeah. The first night, I was sort of out of it. My cousin Steven and I went to a club at the Hard Rock Hotel. Steven is a half-Hispanic lady killer who dresses like he belongs on the cover of GQ. When we arrived at the club, Snoop Dogg was performing.
That's another one of those ones where he always makes, like, the ethnic reference where, like, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
Like, you're just like, okay, dude, you don't have, come on.
I think it's just like I have ethnic relatives, you know.
He's also 164th Cherokee.
Yeah, basically.
So Snoop Dogg intros a friend of his named Chance in the audience to come on up. And Chance is drunk enough that he thinks he's talking about him. But I think even if Chance was sober, he would just be like, oh yeah, Snoop Dogg. Of course he would celebrate my presence.
Yeah, because his life is such that, like, it would be feasible that one of his, like, shit war criminal family members paid Snoop Dogg to wish their, like, doughy fucking horn dog nephew a happy birthday.
So chances anyone would have been embarrassed on this like misunderstanding. But remember, I don't get embarrassed.
Because the Taiwanese stripper cast unembarrassment on his balls when she dipped them in cold beer.
Warning, this spell is very powerful. So Chance goes out with his cousin Steven. We trolled the strip every night looking for girls. We didn't go to sleep until
Looking for noobs to pwn with our
with our sick trolling. Chance and Steven were doing the fucking lay epic face.
They're posting their fucking rage comics all over the strip.
Yo, me and Steven went out looking for derpinas. And asking if they were mad.
Ah, Lay Derpina. I have found you.
I went up to a girl, slid up right to her ear and whispered, "The walrus bacons at midnight."
Oh,
God, that's
God. Oh, ow.
Did I just give Drew the opposite of ASMR?
Oh.
We broke into the PA stadium at a Vegas casino and we played the fucking Rickroll.
Lay epic.
Epic trolling. Bunch of trolling trollers. We don't go on 4chan though, that'll give you a virus.
Yeah, the virus is called Nazism. We didn't go to sleep until 6 a.m. and didn't wake up until after 5 p.m. We were vampires. Hunting at night for drunken sorority sisters, bachelorette parties, woo girls.
This is my favorite Tom Petty song.
And women who broke up with their boyfriends and came to Vegas for revenge.
Every time I break up with a boyfriend, I go to Vegas so that some awful pud can just fucking paw at me and ask me if my clit is inside my thigh.
Oh my lord.
Ladies, get you a man
Who doesn't know?
who read Grey's Anatomy after it fell in a bucket of water.
I'm looking for a man to tell me homophobia is bad and also that the female G-spot doesn't exist.
When I read We Were Vampires, I instantly just like had fucking John Darnielle lyrics pop into my head.
Oh, I was thinking of What We Do in the Shadows. They go out.
I don't want to know what you do in the shadows.
He's not even being ashamed about this. It's like we were literally fucking bloodsuckers.
But you know how like
Out
vampires
to-
are supposed to be sexy, but like
supposed to.
instead he shows up on your door and he's like, invite me in, and he's like pale and wearing a polo from Hollister. And he's like, I will use glamour on you, and you're like,
Oh, no. It's not effective.
This is not the kind of vampire that my 17-year-old self was horny for.
So Chance, like, you know, you're...
He fucks a bunch of random girls in Vegas. He had sex with a girl from Texas with daddy issues, made out with a divorcee from LA with fake boobs, and got a hand job from a Canadian honey at New York, New York. But the longer they stayed out, the more and more his wallet dwindled.
The money in his wallet, right? Like the wallet itself was probably fine.
Yes. The wallet just like started getting really worn out and shit.
It just got smaller and smaller.
The wallet ages instead of him.
So Chance is down to his last $100 and he sits down at a blackjack table, and 3 hours later he has a cool grand.
The thing he skipped is that he called his parent. He lost all the money at blackjack, then called his dad and got wired $1,000.
Yo, that's how you turn $100 into $1,000 at FedEx. You call your dad.
Chance, I will give you $1,000 if you let me give you a wedgie.
So this is Chance describing how
He will take you up on that.
Now, this is Chance describing his uncanny luck. It might have just been the fact that when I am drunk, the judgment part of my mind shuts down and I can start to see things from an analytical standpoint.
Cool.
What does that fucking sentence mean?
Look,
I feel like he does a shot and then it turns into that meme of the woman with all the math going around her head.
But
Is
just
he
like
drunken master, but with like analytics?
he can see the matrix when
he
he
can do algorithms. But it's just like, when I'm drunk, I don't have judgment, but I do have analysis. What the fuck is that?
Look, to
Yo,
you,
someone just like comes into his dorm after a party and he's like fucking tanked and there's 4 Loco cans everywhere and he's got a white marker and he's writing on the windows a Beautiful Mind style and he's like,
to
my God,
to
I've
you,
got
it looks like a bunch of just numbers passing by. But, you know, after a while, it just start to see vodka, whiskey, beer.
But it's like, how the fuck do you, like, to me, I just can't get over that, because it's just like, no judgment, but yes, analysis. Like, that's not a thing.
The only analysis is that if he
I think
loses
this is
money,
what
he
Aaron
can
gets the
ask
most
his
mad
parents.
about in these 2 chapters.
Yeah, because
How do you judge without analysis?
yes, where do correct ideas come from, Chance? Are they innate in the mind?
Is this the thing we're going to get progressively angrier about this episode?
I feel like he doesn't know the meaning of these words.
He doesn't.
He
And
doesn't know
so,
the
like,
meaning.
when he says judgment, I think he's talking about, like, social, not knowing, because, like, clearly he doesn't handle himself well socially when he's drunk.
When the
He's a fucking
alcohol is
idiot.
This is
unto
why we
him.
brought you
But I
on,
feel
Rachel,
like-
language expert.
I feel like when he says what does he say? Analysis? Analytics?
He can see things from an analytical standpoint.
Analytical.
Because he's not... Like, is he trying to say that, like, oh, he's cool under pressure, and so he's, like, can just be, like, cold and analytical because he's not, like...
No, you're
When
just
he's
rich,
drunk.
you dumb, horrible shit, garbage goblin. You're just rich.
That too, he fears no consequences because he has money.
Because he has no consequences.
He's using the term judgment. I think, like, oh, wow, you had really bad judgment back there. Like, where they're just only talking about social faux pas.
Yeah, it's like, what the...
That's what I think is happening.
I don't think he knows what any words mean.
He does not know what
because
words mean.
he used
I mean, this book
physicality
is
wrong.
evidence of that,
He
I
says
think.
unto a bunch of fucking times.
Unto.
That's so funny to me, though.
She lowered herself unto me.
And the Lord said unto them, lower thine pussy.
It's like, he described that like another fucking docking sequence.
I feel like
When
all
her
of his
pussy detached.
No, I think all of the early sex that he was exposed to in pop culture and movies was probably just like the horny parts of like science
Kubrick
fiction
movies.
films. Yeah. Oh,
It was
Kubrick's
just
so
the
horny.
one fucking scene from Superbad over and over and over.
He doubles back on that because it's like, it was either that or I was just lucky.
No, you're just rich. You fucking trash trumpet clown.
Exactly, because like we said, like if he had lost that $100 at blackjack, he would have just called his parents and then he'd been wired $1,000 and it would have had the same effect.
I stood up, met back up with Steven, and we began our nightly trolling routine.
Again. Log back into fucking Reddit
Just for the lulls.
for the lulls.
I fucked her for the lulls.
It was almost our last night, so we decided to get out
We
of our
called
minds
her
drunk.
fucking house and we posted her address everywhere. We got her dad to get really fucking mad.
You dumb goof.
We ordered
called
so
the
many
internet police
pizzas to
on
their
us.
house.
So they go and get like super fucked up. They go to Paris and ran into these two girls from Brooklyn. Their names are Monique and Samantha. So Black Girl has a name.
No, this is the second black girl, but
No, Vegas Black Girl.
Yeah.
Not Chicago Black Girl.
Petite
Vegas.
black girl does not have a name.
Yeah.
But
So
I
guess
wonder
Monique
which
is,
one of these two girls is black.
Yeah.
Samantha, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. There can be black girls named Samantha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
there
this
are,
is
most
true.
assuredly are.
But Chance has this habit of just like giving anyone who isn't like an undercooked scone a fucking like racist name. So like his Taiwanese friend is Yu, and like obviously he's like, what's a black name?
That's
Monique.
right.
At least
That's
it's not
right.
National
Yeah,
Geographic.
because he's coming up with these names. Yeah.
We bar hopped with them up and down the strip and wound up at a jewelry shop where I proceed to propose to Monique.
No.
She accepted,
Yeah.
but we didn't get married.
So, what jewelry
What?
store on the strip would you find a ring that you could afford with what I'm assuming after bar hopping is probably like $600 or $700? All those jewelry stores are for like red bottom bitches.
He went to a fucking like tourist trap and bought costume jewelry. He was just too drunk to remember it correctly.
Fucking like silver cart where it's just toe rings with dolphins on them.
We're assuming this happened.
Yeah, this is our fatal mistake.
Yeah, because he just ripped this from the movie The Hangover.
Yeah.
I woke up the next morning in Monique's bed.
There was a tiger in the hotel room.
Mike Tyson was there.
Monique is just Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Her
Girl.
ebony skin shimmered in the sunlight. I could see a ring on her finger that I knew wasn't there the night before.
Can we just stop describing black women with like
Shimmering.
Food and types of wood.
I woke up next to this ball of sourdough starter. His skin not shimmering.
I woke up next to this dude who looked like a tub of sour cream after you mix in the French onion soup mix in it to make dip.
I woke
learned how
up
to make
next
dip
to this
today.
jar of clotted cream.
I woke up next to cholesterol for your hair.
I looked upon his sausage roll body and lowered myself unto him.
Hey, I said and shook her awake. Hi, she smiled. We didn't get married, did we? No, she chuckled. You just proposed and bought me a ring.
Did not happen.
No, I believe that may have happened because this is totally like in the same like mode as like when Chance went with Nina and was like, she was too big and I didn't like her, but I wanted to get married to her.
Do you think he charged the ring to his parents' credit card?
Oh, most assuredly.
Yeah.
She grabbed a condom and slid onto me.
Onto
Stop
or
that.
unto?
Onto this
Onto.
time.
Either way,
She
stop
commenced
this.
She commenced docking sequence with my dick.
I don't like slid onto me. I don't like how that sentence feels.
It feels bad, man.
It
Stop trolling.
This whole book is trolling.
She slid onto me, and then I was like rickrolled.
No, she slid onto me and I was like, fuck! We went at it for about an hour and that was the last I saw of her. I eventually ran back into my cousin.
Bam! Face fucking first.
We spent the
Want to do
rest
some
of,
more troll?
dick out.
we spent the rest of the day at the pool recovering. My Vegas adventure was
From
coming
how
to
I
an end.
fucking ran into him. I need
That
to rest
fucking-
my head after.
That chapter gave me HPV.
There are certain places in this world where the rules of normal society do not apply.
Purge, Las Vegas.
Attention, citizens. For the next 72 hours, all crime,
Including fucking.
including white genocide, will be legal.
I like how in your Las Vegas purge it's 72 hours and not 12 hours to just really like clean the city out good.
Yeah, well, I'm thorough, if nothing else. Vegas is one of those places. It's a place where debauchery runs free. Or does it run rampant like a fucking
Horde
epidemic?
of gays.
I was not very smart when I went to Vegas. I could have caught something.
You're not very smart ever, you dumb shitbag.
Thank God I didn't. The first thing I did when I got home was get tested. I was clean and clear. It's just like, how fucking charmed is this fucking dude's life? Oh, I didn't miss my flight. My parents paid for everything, and I fucking won money when I was running out of it, and I didn't even get an STI.
But I feel like that's a lie because if you read this book, I feel like he has that very progressive syphilis that just leaves your brain looking like fucking Swiss cheese.
Like we said, this book is like his Mein Kampf, and like later
Yeah.
we're gonna get Chance's downfall where he's got the syphilis shivers.
His last words are going to be monks, monks, monks.
The lesson to take away from this is that there is a time and a place for everything.
I love that part of the Bible.
If
a
you
time
want
to fuck, a time to lose money.
Everything turns to shit. If you want to be wild and sow your oats,
Ugh.
Vegas is the perfect place to do it.
Not out your window, Rachel.
I'm so sorry about that earlier. I didn't mean to come right out of the window.
Whoopsie doodles.
I just got really excited. I just couldn't hold back anymore.
Had to. I feel like that should be our like.
To throw open the window and come.
Once more, luck was on my side because I was in the right mindset. Jesus.
No, you're a rich
Christ.
white person. You fucking toilet worm. You fucking dumpster gremlin.
Go
Going
off,
on
Queen.
fucking
Hate
third
you.
base.
Good God. It's just like, I had the right mindset. Therefore, my family was rich. The plane got delayed.
There we go.
You fucking chode vein.
If I had gone out the night we met Monique and had a bad attitude, there is no way I would have wound up in her bed the next morning. Here's the thing that I would like to posit. An attitude can be positive, but still fucking bad.
Yeah.
I mean, when it compels you to do the sorts of things that Chance Moore does, then yeah, I would say that it's a bad attitude. It's probably not a good mindset to be in. I mean,
He's positive, but he's still saying horrible shit. He still feels entitled to all of this shit. Just because he's saying it like peppy fucking doesn't mean dick. He's like, I'm entitled to all this shit, and if I lose money, I can just get more. Woo, life's great. It's like the live, laugh, love of fucking sex worms.
I think I hate him too. I think I hate him more than I hate myself.
Hell yeah, dude.
This is like our like support group.
yeah, this
for
is
mental-
self-care.
Yeah,
This is self-care. Going into Chance's mind is fucking self-care because you come out the other side being like, well, at least I'm not.
Yeah.
And the closing line, I felt like a god, and so I was treated as such.
Wait,
Oh,
what was
fuck.
my note under there?
Patron god of mediocre pole.
There it is.
Nice.
So,
Oh my god.
fucking Jesus. Now, these chapters are back. These chapters are very much back on Chance's bullshit, where it's like he's not talking.
Aaron, he never got off of
was
his
about to
bullshit.
say.
well, no, he's gotten on different types of bullshit.
He was sidetracked by Miss Seductress for a bit, but he's definitely, yeah, you're right, Aaron. This is a return to form. I
Yeah,
think.
he's
This-
back on his. He got his groove back.
Yeah.
He's like just doing like stupid partying and shit, and like, you know, it's like there's like these chapters don't have anything novel except for just like how much fucking like protesting too much is in like his brushes with like gay
Homosexuality.
and homophobia.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like he is.
He's got that like extreme like fucking like lib mindset where it's like gay people exist for him to show how good a person he is by like getting like up in arms over homophobia.
But he would still be at the Women's March with that sign of like Putin and Trump kissing.
Yeah, because it's still at his core, like the existence of gay people does make him uncomfortable, and like even the notion that he could be gay makes him
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
but him having gay friends and getting incensed at homophobia is kind of like an exercise in the limits of his own tolerance. Like
Well, I think he still sees, I mean, he sees all people as something to consume, women sexually, but I think also his friends, like he says this about D-Money, who has South Side swag. So he's like, I have a black friend. I have a gay friend. Look at me. Like he's really like, I don't want to say like a culture vulture because that's not correct, but he's definitely like,
He's a vulture.
he's chasing that clout. He wants so badly to not be this boring, doughy, white, rich kid from Vienna, Virginia, that he throws himself into these things, but he won't embrace them fully because he still enjoys the privilege of being this piece of shit from Vienna, Virginia.
That's very true. And even like talking about like basically, you know, I fucked a black girl, you know. And,
I fucked two.
And my cousin is Hispanic, like trying to make it like he's not just this, you know, white privileged asshole and like, you know,
he's worldly.
look,
because
There
frankly,
we go.
Chance Moore should be applauded for including so much representation in
you
this
know
book.
what, fuck you, I hate that.
Where are my bisexuals at?
I don't think any marginalized person wants to be represented in this fucking book.
No. I think you're right. This is the limits to which his tolerance will go while still trying in terms of like having to confront his own privilege.
Well, I guess what I meant is like they exist for him to express his tolerance, and they exist
Yeah.
for him to practice like being an ally, I guess.
Absolutely.
Putting that in scare quotes.
Even
you know?
that speech towards the end of the like gay fight.
Yeah.
Like, you know, just like you said, you know, trying to be the vanguard of this. It's sort of like positioning himself as like, I'm the leader of the gay movement now. Listen to my like 300 speech.
But it's like, but if anyone was ever like, hey, if you really want to be an ally, here's the thing that I need you to do. And if it ever included him giving up some part of the privilege that he has or putting himself on the line, he would not do it.
I will say, giving Chance the benefit of the doubt, I think his caring about queer rights in as much as he can conceive it is genuine in as much as anything is genuine about him.
Yeah, but it's still very much like you said, like that white. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. That white lib way, where it's like, yeah, no, this is me being as woke as I can be, and you're like, no, there's so many more layers to this, but it's asking too much to ask him to look further into that.
Yeah. Rachel, I wanted to ask you, since you've gotten...
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you been?
What's Gucci?
What's Gucci, man? Now that you've been exposed to Chance, have you encountered a dude like this ever in your life?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, I fucking have. So when I was at my college, there was just like this guy who was just kind of around. And honestly, like when I was in my early 20s, I was sheltered as... You can fucking vouch for this. I was sheltered as fuck.
I mean,
I didn't know
I
a
know you went
goddamn
outside.
thing. Sorry?
You went outside.
Well, yeah, but I didn't like know things about people really. And so there's just this guy kind of just walking around. Like there was a Starbucks within the college, and I would go there to eat, to get my coffee that was sort of like a milkshake. Not really a coffee. Anyway.
Right.
So he just had...
We are familiar.
He would have even the fedora hat and shit, and he was kind of like maybe in his 40s, you know, just kind of like walking around on campus.
This guy's getting cooler and cooler.
Yeah. And you know, he kind of like what I said, just like really tight t-shirt, so that
Yeah, my man wearing a tiny shirt.
Everyone's aware of this man's nipples. It's like, okay, and I don't know. Anyways, he comes up to me and he's like, "Hey, Rachel, hello, what's your name?" And I say, "Oh, my name's Rachel." He's like, "Oh, do you go to this school?" And my dumb ass is like, "Oh yeah, I'm a fucking student," because I was like proud of myself. And he said, "My name is Eric." And I said, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you." I don't know. I just thought that like he wanted like a friend, so he added me like in his contacts on his phone, and he's like, "I'll call you later." And my dumbass was like, "Yeah, I guess I got a new friend named Eric." There's all sorts of people you meet at college. Oh God. Anyway, I had a boyfriend at the time named Blake, but I don't know. I just thought that this guy was being nice and just wanted a person in his kind. I don't fucking know. So, anyways, later on that night, I get a call from Eric. And Eric said, "Yo, do you want me to pick you up in my Mercedes or in my Bentley?"
Oh.
And I was so I didn't know what a Bentley was. I thought Bentley was the name of a person like Benjamin.
Sounds like a dog's name, kind of.
Yeah, well, I mean, I grew up with this William Joyce book called Bentley and Egg.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
I like Dinosaur Bob.
I like that one too. Yeah. So I just thought, I said, yeah, sure, I'm not doing anything. Who's Bentley? And he was like, "What?" And he's like, "You said you were coming by, like in your Mercedes for some reason." Okay, whatever. Like, I mean, I didn't really know, like, really this cultural significance of a Mercedes, really. And he's like, "Yeah, you're coming by, I guess." He's like, "You're coming by with your friend." And he's like, "What? No, I don't have a friend named Ben. What are you talking about?"
This is my boy Bentley.
And I think, I don't know. And then he just seemed to get angrier and angrier because I didn't know, like, what the words he was saying meant.
Oh, this
and he's
is so
like,
cool.
"Bye."
Ladies,
Oh, you scared him off with your just delightful obliviousness.
ladies, get you a man who gets fucking pissed and never talks to you when you show that you don't know about their fucking nerd car shit.
Yeah. So I called up my then boyfriend later that night, and I said, yeah. It's like, do you make any new friends at college? How's college? It's like, yeah, I made friends with this guy, and he got like really angry, and like I told him the whole story, and Blake was like, okay, all right, something actually sort of happened here, but basically good for you. You know?
We can unpack this at a later time.
We can talk about this later. Basically, this guy was hitting on you, and you completely shut him down and didn't even really know it.
That's just such a power move. Like,
I
just,
love
just
it.
like,
I love
just
it
like
so
not
much.
knowing anything that he's talking about until
I
he just
respect
fucks
that
up.
so much.
It's just like you may have as well been like smiling and nodding at him while he was like speaking a different language until he just got frustrated and just
Yo, that's
dipped.
my job. Welcome to my fucking life.
Rachel, you've got, I don't mean to blow up your spot, but you've got two things that are, you know, kind of like unique and uncommon in that are factors in your life that I think like, you know, make dealing with weird, shitty guys kind of
An adventure.
kind of an adventure. So I guess my question is, what is, if you want to talk about either one of these, what is dating and dealing with the occasional shitty guy like, both as a Western expat in Japan or as like a neuroatypical person?
I can talk a little bit, I guess, about, you know, I had an ex that in my high school, you know, like I went to for 3 fucking years I dated this man in high school. So I don't know. We started going out in like 9th grade, and I kissed him on September 14th, 2004, and it was.
I thought you were gonna say like I kissed him on the anniversary of September 11th.
No.
What if we kissed on the anniversary of September?
And that was like our first kiss, and that was our anniversary was September 14th, and that was like all we did. And then the next year, in sophomore year, I let him feel me up on October 16th. So it was like, you know, 1 month and then 2 days later, you know, like 1 year, 1 month and 2 days later.
Just slowly working your way
Yeah.
up.
Like I was just like, wouldn't it be like really cool if we like ran all the bases like super methodically, like 1 year and then like, you know, and then 1 month and 2. So that's what I aimed for. And so, you know, I let him go to the next base like November fucking 18th, 2006. So it was like, and he was just like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, wouldn't it be cool? Wouldn't it be cool if like it was like so methodic and like, you know, there's sort of like this beautiful symmetry in how we rounded the bases.
And then he
he's
probably-
like, what the fuck?
I'm just imagining him like getting mad because he crunched the numbers himself and didn't want to wait that long. It's like, Rachel, by this point, I'm not going to be able to eat you out until January 22nd of 2024.
creating the Fibonacci sequence of fucking. Isn't that
The
beautiful?
thing is, he thought he was in a relationship, but actually he was in this perfect train set.
No, he thought he was in a relationship, but he was in a trap, and he had to use Cartesian coordinates to work his way out.
Yes! Finally, in this episode, we got a cube reference.
Cube time.
You're welcome, Colin.
Our one fan.
So what happened? Did you pick up the pace or?
No, like, you know.
No, you stick to the plan.
I stuck to the plan pretty hard. Oh, you know what? No. What happened was, on January 3rd, 2006, we went to see a movie. It wasn't Batman Begins because that was our first date. So it was something
Oh, you
else.
remember the date, but not the movie.
Yeah.
Wow, the two genders.
Dates are very important to me. We saw a movie and then we left and we went to like my place and then finally like I think he probably might have like went down on me or something and I got fucking angry and he's like, why are you so angry? Are you hurt? And I'm like, no, it's January 3rd. You fucked up the whole thing. You messed up my dates.
What date should he have gone down on you?
Should have gone down on me like hold up, I think December 20th.
Fucker!
So you needed to wait like a whole year.
Wow, what a bastard.
You ruined
So have we?
High school boyfriends are a piece of shit, dude.
I know, right?
I wouldn't know.
Have we like learned anything about fuckboys or about Chance from?
I mean, we learned the
we
same
learned that
thing.
he's a woke bro.
I
He's
hate
a
him
woke
so
boy
much.
ally. We did learn that we hate him more.
Yeah.
I think.
This
But I don't
is
know.
like this
I
is
don't know,
like
Rachel.
my
Do you feel like you've learned anything about fuckboys? Do you feel like this is expanding your definition of fuckboys or in any way? Or
I
Is it
didn't
pretty
know. I mean, I knew that. I did not expect for. I mean, it's obviously like a fake, like stupid, tirade against homophobia, but I did not expect that necessarily. I kind of expected Chase to be somebody who was outwardly homophobic as well as inwardly homophobic. I didn't expect him to be somebody who, what's it called, just outwardly was very like, no,
Kind of
don't be homophobic. I didn't expect that out of him.
Yeah.
He's still a piece of shit.
yeah. He can still eat my ass
No.
in the metaphorical sense. Like I'm not gonna wipe.
So, Rachel, thank you so much for joining us.
Oh yeah,
Thank
you're
you for
welcome.
descending into this madness with us.
It's fine.
yeah, Rachel, you got anything that you want folks to know about?
Yeah.
that you're
What you
up
working
to?
on these days?
Oh, I made a comic.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Noise.
You've made several.
Yeah, I made 3. I am a published comic book author.
Hell yeah,
I have
dude.
3 comics.
Where can we find those?
You can find them on Amazon if you search for Angry Max Fury Street. That's the name of my comic.
Nice.
By the way, can you pitch, like, you told me about this. Can you pitch what was the original
Oh, the original.
creative spark behind
Oh,
Angry Max
fuck.
Fury Street?
Okay, so I had moved to Japan, and this was March 2015, and my whole news feed wouldn't shut up about a movie called Mad Max Fury Road. They're like, Mad Max Fury Road, it's so awesome, and it's so feminist. That's all I really knew about the movie for a long time because it didn't show in Japan. So it was like, what the fuck? Okay, so
It was too woke for Japan.
yeah, so I didn't really know what the fuck it was. All I knew was about some guy who was really, really angry, I guess, named Max. And there was like, you know, maybe a traffic jam. And
Just because he's stuck in traffic.
I mean,
You got it,
and
buddy.
they-
It's just a movie about an angry male feminist who's stuck in traffic.
yeah, but there's also like, but they didn't say he was a feminist. They were like, there's all these feminist elements, and it's very, and I was just like, what the fuck is this movie? What in the hell is this movie? It's angry. And then I thought, like, okay, well, maybe I can just guess. So it's about like men. So I'm just thinking, like, who are his friends? Oh, well, obviously there's Happy Henry, you know. And I was thinking like Happy Henry was like would like try to cheer Max up, and
gonna
maybe
leave.
Happy Henry is like the one driving the car to, you know, get Max to the other side of the street.
he's the one yelling, "Witness me."
Yeah,
That's Happy Henry.
yeah, and
Hey,
maybe,
Max, witness me.
Witness how happy I am.
Happy Henry does want to be witnessed.
Oh yeah, you do.
You have
something else,
one
don't
more ongoing comic going on.
Yeah, well, that actually does have a ending eventually. I think I'm halfway done with it.
Oh, cool.
This comic that I'm currently working on is called Jenna Spidermouths.
Sounds horrifying.
It's about a girl who was born with a mouth full of spiders and is really, really frustrated that she can't make any friends. Yeah,
We
so
stan.
I've got. You can hit me up on Twitter. It's all of my screen names are Angry Max Fury Street now. By the way, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
so on Twitter I'm Angry Max Fury. So like, but no, I couldn't write REET because it was too long. So it's just Angry Max Fury.
Like
my
it's
God,
an
no,
address.
Instagram
I've
also.
seen like retweets or likes or something, and I'm like, I'm Max Furious. I wonder what that is. Because I'm a fucking idiot.
And my DeviantArt, which
When's
I'm
your
also
friend
going
Bentley
to put
coming
in.
over?
Bentley and Furious.
No, my screen name is much stupider. So yeah, that's my stuff. I'm on DeviantArt as Angry Max Fury Street.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got like 800 fucking watchers. It's crazy.
Cool.
Yeah,
Well, thank you again, Rachel. And from all of us here
in
the
America,
We're
In the
so
f-
sorry.
in the fuck dome,
in the fuck dome.
fuck boys. Out.
So you can follow Fuckboy Book Club on Twitter. We're at Fuckboy Book Club. You can also email the show. We're at fuckboybookclub@gmail.com. And please do leave the show a review, rate it wherever you listen to it. It does help us out. And let your friends know about our show. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, were you going to say something else after that? Or?
No, I thought we were out.
No, we're out. Okay. Fuck boys out. Yeah.